wasting everyone's time, Shelley. Again.
I think that maybe he should be taken to a doctor. Stanley Kubrick had Shelley Duvall shoot that scene from The Shining. A record of 127 takes. The moments that we see on screen of Duvall crying in pain are not acting, but a trauma response. My students, you are not obligated to pimp out your trauma to make art. Some like Amy Winehouse, did not seek professional help, fearing it would rob her of creativity. But what kind of trauma inspires songs about itself and then kills the songwriter? We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times, 100 times, 100 times. I joined speech my sophomore year of high school. I mean, the pressure that I put on myself to perform well became overwhelming. My speech had to be perfect. Even if that meant I pushed my limits or I did a piece on my own trauma. I used to want to be sacrificed on this stage. Dredge up old pain, rip open scabs that had not yet healed in front of a cheering crowd. A living sacrifice for my art. Over the past 4 years in rounds like this one, I have watched as young artists perform domestic violence, sexual harassment, suicide, addiction, and countless scenes of rape. Often these performances start with an intro that states their personal connection. This is my story. And while many of these beautiful, impactful performances may have been cultivated in safe environments, I know too well this is far from a universal guarantee. According to Dr. Sean Austin at the Healing Hands Counseling Center, such performances can be re-traumatizing. Going back to a memory, to relive it again and again can cause more trauma and make the symptoms that they are already suffering from worse. If speech is to be a healing channel to explore painful experiences, then we must ensure that students have the necessary tools to interact with their trauma safely. The term, suffering for your art, begs the question, how far is too far to ask actors to sacrifice? So through the prose Post-Traumatic Stress by Mark Seddon, the poetry Eulogy to Van Gogh's Every Year by Michelle Lynn, Starving Artist Bullshit by The Bee, and Curtain Call by Gabriel, the drama Showcase by Craig Hain, The Shining by Stanley Kubrick, blog post by M. Wilder and Ali Huber, the songs Back to Black and Rehab by Amy Winehouse, and articles from Medium, The Washington Post, Slash Film, The Observer, and Power Poetry. Suffering for the stage, a program, because we shouldn't be expecting vulnerability without protecting the vulnerable. Action! Here's Johnny! No! Stanley Kubrick kept the choice to tear down the door with an axe from Shelley, meaning that her reactions are authentic. As you know, the one-woman play is based on your life. It's important we get talking. So, what has hurt you most in your life? Wow, well, I was engaged. And now I am not. Oh, you would like me to tell you about it? It's a penny for my thoughts and a check for my trauma. They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, 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 without my pain. Is there any part of me left worth writing about? Teachers are still demanding students use real-life trauma as material. But at what price? I mean, we are your teachers. We're not therapists. If you go digging up old trauma, hoping it will make you this better performer, We can't dig you back out. I was home one night, waiting to get a call from my fiance, being like, hey honey, I'll be home late. Good. Now the phone will ring, it'll get louder, and that's when you answer. Wait. Put your hand over your mouth. Back of the neck. And blackout. Now that will be the end of the first act. During my speech season, I lost sleep due to constantly running my lines. I knew there was something wrong with it. I began to prioritize a good performance over my own well-being. I died 100 times. And Stephen, I don't want this to be the climax. My fiance was just murdered. That is precisely why you must perform it. God, performance is about these emotions that make us uncomfortable. It's this or I can find another actress. But I said no, no, no. Amy Winehouse did go to rehab. But it was just for a stint because her label wanted her to start recording her newest record. If that recording would have been delayed, giving her enough time to get clean, she might still be around. My piece drew attention to sexual assault. The topic was close to me. Then after one of my performances, my coach had me do this acting exercise. And I had to relive my experience. This is how you build a legacy out of a wreckage. Do rose-colored glasses make suffering look genius? Are these words worth more when I lose my sanity? The problem arises when we reduce these artists to the sum of their suffering. Van Gogh's work would have been just as effective if both his ears had remained intact. What more might Shelley Duvall have accomplished if her life hadn't been so emotionally fraught? I got a call that the police had found Nicholas's body. If I could see that man today, I wouldn't hurt him, but stop. Are you kidding me, Celia? It has got to be bigger here. I mean, your fiancé was just murdered. You don't think I know that? If I could see that man today, louder. If I could see that man today, bigger. You know that if I could see that man today, I would scream. I would ask him, do you understand what you have taken from me? You are responsible for my wreckage, You have undone me. God. Perfect. Now let's start from the beginning. And when they tell me that true art needs to be suffered for, I will tell them I will not become a martyr for their applause. I will tell them I had an anxiety attack, on stage. Speech had me recall the worst experience of my life. When you are curating a performance that can trigger trauma, protective measures need to be taken. Because the way that we share our stories matter. And when they tell me that true art needs to be suffered for, I will tell them that once I have lived a full life, I will return to the stage, and I will stay alive for the encore.